In today's video, we're going to be testing if the ray gun is actually the most powerful gun in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies right now. So let's have a little look. Luckily, this guy's dropped a little crystal for me, so I will take that, no problems asked. And the first thing we obviously need to do is equip the ray gun. We have now got the ray gun equipped. This is the first time I've actually used the ray gun, and someone dropped it for me in my last game, so I thought, you know what, let's make a video on it. I haven't used the ray gun yet. I thought it could be a bit of fun for me to try the ray gun out. And as you'd expect, in Tier 1, it is one shot in zombies. This is exactly what I expected, and it is going to be a one shot to multiple zombies at a time. The ray gun just doing ray gun things, which is exactly what you would expect from the ray gun within this game. You know, it's going to be a good gun. It's going to be a powerful gun. It always just has been that gun in zombies. It's always been the gun that everybody wants to get out of the box and everything else. You know, for years and years and years now, everybody knows and loves the ray gun. And the great thing about the ray gun that I've already noticed is when killing zombies, you can pick the ammo up off the floor, which is great. If you saw my last video, you know he was using an aftermarket part, which unfortunately you couldn't actually pick ammo up for. Whereas with the ray gun, you can, of course, pick the ammo up as well. So that's great. But let's see how quickly we can actually go ahead and take down this infected nest as well, and just see if it's going to take very long. So it's obviously going to one-shot those. I do need to work on getting some extra plates and things like that, because if you saw the last video, I did end up going down and leaving the game because I couldn't actually do as good as I wanted to do. We tried fighting the Mega Abomination. It went a bit south, and we didn't quite get that far. But yeah, we're going to be testing out the ray gun today. We're going to put it up the different levels in the Pack-a-Punch machine, and just seeing how good this thing actually is going to be once we do start leveling it up and ranking it up. But first of all, we've got to try and find a bounty, and then we're obviously going to try and take down the HVT. And then, of course, we are going to start Pack-a-Punching this thing and just trying out to see how good this really is going to be in-game. But like I said, I am yet to actually use the ray gun in-game, so it's my very first time using it. So I do want to take it straight into a Tier 2 zone and see what sort of damage it will do against Tier 2 zombies without even Pack-a-Punching it, and just see if it's viable without needing to Pack-a-Punch it at all before actually using it. As you can see, of course, we have got a couple of Pack-a-Punch crystals as well, so we can just start Pack-a-Punching this thing. We can get up to Tier 1 basically straight away, but I do want to try it out without Pack-a-Punching it in the Tier 2 zone, just to see what sort of damage it does do and how easily we're going to take out zombies in the Tier 2 zone, and see if it will still one-shot without any upgrades. But quickly before we get into the rest of that, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on, as I'm trying to hit 25k subs. So if you guys can help me hit that, that'd be absolutely amazing. You guys seem to be enjoying the zombies content, and I'm really enjoying making it and recording it. So if you guys do want to continue to see more, then be sure to leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments that you do want to see more, and what other guns you actually want to see me use in zombies, so I can go ahead and actually try those guns out as well, so you guys are getting the sort of content that you do want to be seeing. Okay, so we're in the Tier 2 zone. We've got Tier 2 zombies right in front of us, and it's not quite a one-shot, I don't think. Or it is a one-shot if you hit them, but maybe if it's like at their feet, it's not a one-shot, because I seem to shoot a few bullets there and didn't actually kill them all. So if we shoot right in front of it, it's going to turn that one into a crawler. It's going to turn that one into a crawler and do not as much damage on the other one. So yeah, you need to sort of hit the zombies for it to be a one-shot in the Tier 2 zone. But then if we do go ahead and Pack-a-Punch it and shoot in front of them, as you can see, we obviously got 40 bullets in the magazine now. It is going to be, if you just shoot in the like sort of area that they're at, you are going to kill them all. So that's great. We're now going to try and go ahead and obviously find a bounty in the Tier 2 zone, see how quickly we can take out a bounty. And then we are going to aim on Pack-a-Punching it up to Tier 3 and see how quickly we can take out a Mega Abomination within this game. So as you guys may or may not know, with the ray gun, you can't upgrade the rarity of it. As you can see, I've got a rare A tool there. I can't equip it to the ray gun because the ray gun is a schematic. So it's not something you can obviously take in game and start using straight away. You have to get the schematic for it, and then you can use it in game. So our only real objective is to go ahead and Tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it, because that's about all we can do. We can't go ahead, like I said, and upgrade the rarity, which is what I'd normally try and do with the other guns, but we simply can't do that with this. So it's going to make it a little bit easier. I've not got to try and get a rare A tool or a legendary A tool and all that sort of stuff. We can quite simply just Pack-a-Punch it up to Tier 3, take it into the Tier 3 zone, and see what sort of damage we're going to be doing. This is not ideal. It looks like I'm lagging out of the game. I've got no packet burst or anything like that, but it looks like... Oh, no, we're still in the game. Okay, cool. I was really worried I was going to end up coming into this, lagging out and losing the ray gun, because that would not have been great, because I don't actually have the schematic myself, so it would not have been ideal if we had lost the ray gun, because I wouldn't have been able to come back in with it again. So just quickly, I want to pick this boat up from the Tier 3 zone. As you can see, at Pack-a-Punch 1... it's just not great against Tier 3 zombies. It's not a Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch yet. It's only Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. And it's really not great against those Tier 3 zombies. I thought I'd try it out just while I grabbed the boat, just to see if it does do any sort of damage or not, which it clearly doesn't. So we're going to try and stay away from Tier 3 just for a little bit until we manage to Pack-a-Punch this at least one more time. But the plan is to try and get this bounty and actually test it against a mangler or whatever we do end up getting it for this high value target. Again, it is only tier 1 Pack-a-Punched. I haven't yet tier 2 Pack-a-Punched it simply because I don't have enough cash. I also do probably need to upgrade my plate carrier as well, because I've only got one at the moment. And also if we can get Jug at some point, that would be absolutely clutch. But our first mission is to, of course, try and take out this bounty and just see if we can get that done. Okay, so as you can see, we have got to try and take out a mangler. I think our teammate actually might get there before us. So hopefully he hasn't got the most powerful gun in the world and we can take the mangler out before our teammate does. But we will just be able to see what sort of damage this thing does do. Again, a tier 1 Pack-a-Punched against a high value target in the tier 2 zone. Because we want to try and test the guns. We want to see if it is one of the most powerful guns in the game. And to do that, you need to test it against the big bosses. That's what's going to tell you if it's powerful or not. Also, they added a new TYR conversion kit, and we all know the TYR is very broken in this game. Unfortunately, you just can't actually use the conversion kit as of right now. So, once you can, I will make a video on it. But there's the mangler that we're trying to take down. And it's not doing the craziest of damage. It's not doing too badly, and of course, we do get a whole bunch of bullets with it as well. So, we have managed to, we can equip that as well. We can get a bigger backpack. But yeah, so it doesn't do too much damage, but again, I do need to tier 2 Pack-a-Punch it, so it is going to do that extra damage that we want it to do. But I mean, considering it's tier 1 Pack-a-Punch against a tier 2 high value target, it really didn't do too badly at all. Obviously, it helped that my teammate was right next to us, but overall, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, and we've managed to get Jug out of one of the contracts that they've previously done. That is a huge W. That is an absolutely huge W, allowing me to get Jug straight away like that without even having to go and buy it. That is a massive W. Now I want to head to this Pack-a-Punch machine and get this bad boy Pack-a-Punch into tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Okay, so here we go. We're at the tier 2 Pack-a-Punch machine. Let's get this thing upgraded one more time. And now it should be an absolute menace in tier 2. It shouldn't be any problems at all. We should be able to take down these zombies with literally no problems whatsoever, which is going to make it a bit more easy to use, and of course, and a bit more fun to use as well, because it is just going to be super, super broken. And as you'd expect with the ray gun, so far, I'm very impressed with how powerful it is. It's literally what you'd expect. I expected it to go like this. I expected it to be exactly like this, and that is how it's all planning out to be so far. But now, like I said, the main objective for us is to try and get a tier 2 plate vest, if not a tier 3, and then, of course, actually upgrade this up to a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch as well and test it out in the tier 3 zone. The other great thing with the ray gun is the fact that it's super, super mobile. Like, you can get around the map super fast with this, which is great because it just makes it a lot easier to actually zoom around the map, get to the different contracts we're trying to start. Some gold bars are going to be huge. We will take them. That's going to give us a little bit of extra cash that we can do at a buy station as well, going towards that tier 3 Pack-a-Punch. I mean, we've got zombies coming out of the storm right now. We've got literally zombies everywhere, but this is no problem for the ray gun at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 2 zone. It is ridiculously overpowered. I know I've got insta-kill right now, but I mean, still, this thing just fries, even without the insta-kill on. It's still a one-shot. It's still ridiculously broken. And honestly, super, super fun to use. If you guys can get your hands on a ray gun, I definitely recommend trying it out because it is a lot of fun. I won't lie to you guys. It is really, really fun. As you can see, they're coming out of there. I really don't want to get involved with the storm cooler. I'm going to be totally honest. It's not something I'm trying to get myself involved with because I just want to complete my contracts, get this thing up to tier 3, and then we could potentially try it against the storm cooler. But with it at tier 2 against the storm cooler, really not going to go down too well, I don't think. So we're just going to try and play for our contracts, get our money up, get the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and then we can try it against something like that if needed. Also, one more thing with a ray gun that might be useful is PhD flopper, because if I shoot close to my to the zombies, it does blow up in my face, and then we end up taking a bit of damage to it. So PhD flopper will be massive. Obviously, we want something like stamina up and speed cola as well for when we are in the tier 3 zone, just because of them zombies that are much faster than us. But yeah, I'm going to run around, complete a couple more contracts, and get myself up to a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, take it into tier 3 zone, fight a Mega Abomination and all that good sort of stuff. And then we will just see how good it is against something like a Mega Abomination. So perfect, we just got a tier 3 plate chest. We've also got some speed cola and then a self-revive as well. So that is absolutely huge. Excuse me, I've managed to develop the hiccups in the space of fighting zombies, which isn't ideal when I'm recording the video. But we'll get on with it. So we've got 6.5k plus the, what, 3.5k that they go for. So maybe 2 more contracts, and we should have that done nice and quickly, really. We should be able to get a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, giving us plenty of time to get into the tier 3 zone with this thing and actually try it out against the tier 3 zombies and the Mega Abomination. Okay, so we've got another Mangler bounty in the tier 2 zone, and we fought a Mangler earlier on with a tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. Now we're going to fight a Mangler with a tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, both in the exact same zone, so they should have pretty much the same health. And obviously our gun is now upgraded, so we can see what difference the tier 2 Pack-a-Punch does make to the tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. As we saw, if it was just me fighting that Mangler with a tier 1, it would have taken a little while for me to take them out. But as you can see, my teammate's not really too close to me right now, so it's going to give us a good opportunity to try and do a decent bit of damage to this Mangler before our teammate does turn up. And, okay, so it's not doing as much damage as I thought it might do. It's really not as powerful as I was kind of hoping against a boss. Yeah, I mean, I thought it might do it. There we go. So once the armor comes off, it's going to absolutely obliterate him. But, oh my... So I just got excited thinking we had got a better Pack-a-Punch thing, but we really haven't. I've just managed to get the raw Ethereum crystal again. So I already have that. I don't really need it for anything else because that is literally the schematic that we've already got. Okay, so after this next bounty, which is going to be a Mimic, we should actually be able to take out, or be able to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch this thing, sorry, after this one is finished, if we manage to sell everything pretty quickly. Okay, so, okay, Mr. Mimic, calm yourself down there. Calm yourself down. Luckily, my teammate backed it and was actually taking me out. So it's not too powerful against the bosses, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I thought it may be a little bit stronger against some of the bosses, but it's not too bad. So we're not going to complain too much. But obviously, our objective now is to get into that tier 3 zone and start Pack-a-Punching this thing and actually getting it all the way up to the max rarity. We need to stop at a buy station, which is one on our right, which is great. Do I really want to be running through the storm? Not particularly, but I'm going to firm it and just run through it. It shouldn't take me too long to get through. I shouldn't lose all my health simply just by running through the storm. So just going to run through here, pop to that buy station, sell the bar of gold that we've got. We've then got enough to Pack-a-Punch up to tier 3, and then we can really start using this thing. Like, that's a tier 3 zombie. It's taken a lot of shots to actually take down a tier 3 zombie, as you did just see before we Pack-a-Punch it. So once we Pack-a-Punched it, we've now tested it on a tier 3 zombie at tier 2 anyway, so it's going to actually give us some sort of idea if it's going to be very good in tier 3 or not. And the reason I thought I would test the ray gun today, guys, is the meta in zombies seems to keep changing quite a bit. Like, there's always new powerful guns. Some get nerfed, some get buffed. And I just want to see how reliable the ray gun is, because like I said, I've not really used it too much myself. So I wanted to really test out how good it is going to be for someone that hasn't tested it yet. I mean, of course, there could be some better guns, some stronger guns, but I want to go ahead and try the ray gun for myself. I'm sure some of you guys still haven't managed to use the ray gun as well if you've not been playing crazy amounts or grinding the story too much to get the schematics. Okay, so we're in the tier 3 zone now, and the problem is I need to try and just get to that Pack-a-Punch machine without really focusing on any of the zombies, because we need to upgrade this rarity, because as you can see, it's not doing crazy damage to the zombies right now. It's definitely not one-shotting. It's maybe 2 to 3 shotting at very best. I need to focus on that Hellhound, because that one will catch me. And with that catching me, I've managed to go down because I wasn't paying attention to what was behind me. I was more interested in what was in front of me, being the Hellhound. Let's pop that down. That can take out some of them zombies. I'll try and join up with this team, and once I'm with this team, we should be in a position where we're a little bit more safe. That was a bad play from me, I'm not going to lie. Luckily, I had a self-revive, and we do have another self-revive that's already gone and activated itself. Perfect. So now we just need to get up to the top here. He says, as if it's that easy. How do I get up to this Pack-a-Punch machine? Okay, there's a ladder there. Perfect. Let's try and up this ladder, Pack-a-Punch this thing up to a tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and we're in the tier 3 zone, ready to try it out to see how good this thing really is going to be. So here we go. We're now going to find some zombies in the tier 3 zone, and we can really try them out. So here's what the ray gun does look like, in case you guys were wondering. That's what it looks like with the tier 3 Pack-a-Punch camo on. But yeah, where are these tier 3 zombies? Okay, so here comes some, and we are back to one-shotting. Yeah, we're back to one-shotting once again. Absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted to see. We've got a bit of cash over here. Again, like I said, I need some plates to be fair, but I also want to try and get some extra perks as well. We'll head over to a Wonder Fizz crate in a minute so we can actually start buying the perks and getting all the perks that we do end up needing. Because, like I said, we want to try and make this tier 3 run as easy as possible. So we want to try and find ourselves a Mega Abomination to try and take out with this as well. So, I mean, even now, the ray gun isn't doing crazy damage. Which is kind of disappointing. I'm going to try and join this team simply because my teammates left me, and if I go down, they can res me easier. So, I mean, even in tier 3, especially against the armored zombies, as you can see, it doesn't do crazy damage. It's not one-shotting every single time. which is kind of interesting because I thought it really would at this point in the game. Like at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3 zone, I really thought we were going to be okay to just, you know, take them out with one-shots. But for some reason, the raygun doesn't seem to be a one-shot, which isn't filling me with crazy, crazy hope when it comes to going ahead and fighting a Mega Abomination later on down the line. And speaking of Mega Abominations, there is one right in front of us, so let's see if we are going to take this down as a team, or if that's not going to be the case. So the Mega Abomination is coming towards us. Let's just try and absolutely ping it. Okay, so I need to chill for a minute. Need to chill, assess the situation. I've got no plates. I don't want to do what I've done last time and rush into a Mega Abomination fight and end up dying straight away. So there we go. We've got the Mega Abomination coming up on us. There is also a couple of zombies up on us as well. And I have no ammo in my gun, so hopefully that can save us. That's going to give us some plates. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Right, so the Mega Abomination, we can try and focus it a little bit. I'm also going to drop a prez on it and just see if that does any damage to it or not. But yeah, as you can see, it's not one-shotting like I was hoping it was going to do. It's really not doing that. So the Mega Abomination's mouth is open and it's also staring at me. I need to go and catch up with the team, otherwise I'm so dead here. Right, we got away from that pretty quickly. The Mega Abomination, it was not doing the most insane damage to, which tells me that this isn't the most powerful gun in the game, because I've seen guns kill the Mega Abomination a lot faster than that. There is no doubt about that. It is definitely killed Mega Abominations much, much faster. So it's not filling me with crazy, crazy confidence if I was to try and take one out by myself. But we'll try and do it as a team. If we can get the entire team to focus one, I will do my best to try and take out a Mega Abomination. But at the moment, it's not looking too good. So yeah, I really don't know if there's like a more powerful way to use the ray gun that I just don't know about, whether you should be putting certain ammo mods on it if you can do that, or anything along those lines. If there's something that I should be doing, guys, with the ray gun, please do inform me in the comments below, because like I said, I haven't used the ray gun before. It's my first time trying it out, so I thought I'd record the video of me trying it out and seeing if it is one of the most powerful guns within the game. So if there is something that can make it more powerful, please do let me know in the comments, because I would definitely love to know and try it out a little bit more and see if we can do any better. So we've got a Mega Abomination as our bounty in the tier 3 zone right now, so let's try and help the team take this out. Of course, it's a high-value target, so the damage is going to be a little bit slower on it, which we do need to bear in mind. So we are doing some decent damage to it right now. Our teammate is absolutely tanking the Mega Abomination, like literally tanking it. There we go. We do take out the Mega Abomination. Did go down pretty quickly with all of us there. And like I said, probably the only way we was going to be able to take it down is if we was all fighting against it together, which was the case in that situation. We did manage to take one down, which really wasn't too difficult either. So that's a pretty big W. But like I said, is it the strongest gun in the game? Probably not. No, there are definitely stronger guns that are going to be one-shotted in tier 3. Or, you know, you got ARs, LMGs that are going to be doing a lot more damage in tier 3. So if this is a gun you was trying to use simply because you thought it was the most powerful, you wouldn't be right. You would actually be incorrect. It's definitely not the most powerful gun in this game within zombies. There are definitely some more powerful guns, 100%. Melted that mangler pretty quickly as well, though, which wasn't too bad. So overall, in terms of the ray gun, is it fun to use? 100%. It's great to use. You know, it brings back that feel of using the ray gun, which, you know, we haven't really had in the last couple of years because we haven't had zombies. So it's definitely fun to keep using the ray gun and trying it out again. But in terms of actually the gun being the most broken in the game and the most overpowered, it's definitely not. There are definitely guns that kill faster than this. Yeah, there are definitely guns that do kill faster than this. So I wouldn't recommend trying this out and taking it for you thinking it's going to be the strongest gun in the game. You know, if you're trying to fight the Red Worm or some Mega Abominations in tier 3 or just grind contracts in tier 3, it's definitely viable. You can definitely use it. That's not there's no doubt in my mind. It is a very strong gun. You are going to be okay in tier 3. Like, I've been running around most of this game on my own when I've not been killing like HVTs with a team or something. So I've been able to run around on my own, no problem. I am going to be able to do the damage to the zombies to take them out. But as you can see, in a situation like this, there are guns that would have killed it a lot faster than what this is killing it. So bear that in mind maybe if you're thinking of doing tier 3 runs, especially as a solo. You have only got 40 bullets. So yeah, like I said, you do only have 40 bullets, which do go pretty quickly, and you're going to use a lot of them on your zombies that are coming at you, because like I said, you're not one-shotting every single zombie or the groups of zombies that are going to be coming at you. Like, if I shoot here, it's going to take a couple of bullets to take the zombies out, which is a little bit frustrating. I thought it might have been a little bit stronger than what it is, but unfortunately it's not. So we're going to sort of have to deal with what it is. But I'm going to keep messing around with it. If anything more interesting happens in this game, I will keep you updated. So yeah, I did actually just check. You can't put any, like, ammo mods or anything like that onto the ray gun, so it is simply just the ray gun. All you can do with it is pack a punch it up to tier 3, like I have done. So yeah, there's definitely nothing that I'm missing. I'm not missing a case of it being like, okay, I should have put this ammo mod on, or, you know, changed this about it. I'm doing it right. I've pack a punched it as high as I can possibly pack a punch it. So it's just not the most powerful gun in the game, which I'm a little bit shocked by. You know, I thought maybe like the other, like the Wunderwaffe and things like that might have been a little bit more powerful, but there's just guns that you can take in with an insured slot that are more powerful than this ray gun. There is no doubt about that. There is 100% more powerful guns. So if you're looking for one of the most broken guns, like I said, the ray gun, definitely viable. You can definitely use the ray gun, and it is going to do the damage that you want it to do. It's going to be powerful enough to take zombies out. But is it going to be the most broken gun in the game? Definitely not, no. But yeah, guys, after testing it in tier 3 for a little bit longer, it doesn't seem to be doing it. Like, there's no extra damage coming at any point. I've definitely got it at tier 3 pack-a-punch. So, as I've said just a minute ago, the ray gun, yes, very good gun to use. Yes, it's viable. Yes, you're going to have fun with it. No, it's not the most broken gun in the game. It is not the most overpowered gun within zombies right now. There is definitely more powerful guns that you guys could be using if you wanted to try them out, which I'm obviously going to be testing in the near future. I'm going to keep going through all the guns, trying to find the best gun in the game so that you guys will actually be able to know what the best gun is. But I'm probably going to leave today's video there. If you guys have enjoyed it, be sure to smash thumbs up, as it helps me out more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on this video in the comments below. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know in the comments, and be sure to leave a like. Subscribe with notifications, turn on to miss any more of the videos that I do post like this. And also let me know what other guns you want to see me try out in the comments as well. If there's a particular gun that you guys would want to see me try and max pack-a-punch and also get up to legendary tier, then just let me know in the comments. I will do my best to go ahead and try them out for you guys, because I think that could be a lot of fun. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the end. Have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.